Yo, what is going, guys? It's your boy NTG back here with another video today. And today I'm going to be talking about what we can expect from the market on Christmas Day with all the presents opening. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing, what I think you guys should be personally doing, and telling you guys how to basically prepare for this the best you can. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's start looking at the auction block. We head over here. Now, right now, training is up simply because of the TVP. And with that being said, it's also going to hold the value of training probably for the foreseeable future. We can assume until it comes out of the game. We look right here. You guys can see unfiltered 9091 is about 65k filtered down. You're going to find these cards. It's going to be about at 6 per, I'd say, training-wise. That is kind of where I expect the market to change a little bit training wise. I think we're going to see it drop down to at most 4. At most. Now, the reason it's not going to drop farther, and we've seen it drop farther in the past, is because of the TVP. You know, cards like Reduxes and stuff may go down that, you can quick sell for training, but the problem is we have those quick sells in there, and those quick sell odds are not going to change. So, with those quick sell odds not changing, it's going to be easy to make coins off it if training drops below 4. Honestly, at 4, it's going to be pretty simple to make coins, I should say, as well, I would assume, out of the pack. Now, what I expect to happen is, I expect in the first 30 to an hour of these presents opening, the market would tank. Expect it to be around 4 per, maybe even sub 4 per. But I'd say about midday, 3, 4 p.m. Eastern time, prices are going to shoot back up to where you'd expect, around 45 to 50 per se for a 90, maybe even higher, maybe 55 to 60. Considering, number one, a lot of people may just be quick selling these cards and not even, thinking about them, just rolling them right into the TVP. Some people may just, sell immediately, so, the quantity is going to go down that a lot of people have, but it's definitely going to shoot back up at some point. We see it every single year. It's pretty much a tradition now that these cards shoot back up in price after a few hours. So the next thing I would recommend doing is I would recommend just selling off everything in your binder. To me, it's not smart to keep anything in your binder simply for the fact that, again, the market's going to tank a little bit. Now, if you have a guy sitting around 5 training per and you really like him and you don't want to get rid of him, don't do it. But if you have one of these expensive guys, one of these legends like the Marcus Ware, let's see our one that just recently came out. Any of the new 95 overalls. Anybody that is, I'd say, above 6 coins per, 94 overall, the center, right guard, and right tackle from the all Madden, any of the Zero Chill Masters, please do yourself a favor, get rid of them. These cards typically just astronomically drop down in price. We saw in the Blitz promo, a lot of the all Madden cards were sitting around 10 trading per, then dropped, to about, give or take, 6 trading per. I mean, that's a huge difference. That's 120 some K. So it's definitely a wise idea to sell these cards if you don't absolutely need them, and if you could part ways with them if they're at the right price. Some cards, all cards are best to sell in my opinion. You guys can see I basically sold off any card that's not a B and D card, and I would recommend doing that. Just don't make the mistake of holding on to some expensive card that cuts in half in price. It's just not wise, not smart. Please don't do it. And the next thing I'd recommend doing, and this is just personal preference, I went all in on gifts. It might not be the smartest thing, guys. It really might, but I wanted to do it. You guys can see I have just tons of gifts right here, and I'm going to roll all that coins into Pro Star Fantasy Packs, which you guys will see in tomorrow's video. And then I believe Wednesday's video will be me opening all of the Zero Chill present packs. But I'm going all in, guys. I'm going all in. I'm trying to pull these player presents. I already have 2 of them. In my opinion, they're going to be well worth the price. In my opinion, gifts are just going to be a W this year. I really hope I'm right, but I honestly do think gifts will be a massive W this year. So I recommend going in on them because it's where the training's at. It just makes sense. And considering that the TVP's out, you're really not going to lose a ton. You really honestly might make a ton of coins if you invest. I've seen a lot of people, 2,900 for this legend present. You think about it, if you hit a 90 overall or, around 6 to 7K per out of this, it's incredible. It is an incredible value, guys. Incredible value. And I mean, this, in my opinion, is going to be probably an 85 plus legend, and you can definitely hit some crazy stuff out of there. I mean, again, training can't drop. That's what I'm saying. Training cannot plummet like we are used to seeing it because of the TVP. If it plummets, everybody else is just going to be opening packs. I mean, TVP packs, buying training, everybody's going to be making tons of coins. So eventually the market's just going to soar back up, and that is why I think you guys should be putting all your coins, if you can, into gifts. Again, it's a personal preference, but in my opinion, I think it's the best way to go about it. You know, do what you want, risk what you can, but I think it's worth it in my opinion. So like I said, a lot of these cards I expect, we'll just quickly go to like the higher market just to see where everything's at. We'll look at 94s, for example. 94s right now are about, we'll go Redux, 94 Reduxes, because I'm sure those will be flying out of packs the day we do get presents. 370 right here. If I had to guess, these are going to be about 220 to 250 the day of Christmas whenever the gifts open. And I think by the end of the day, they'll be back up around 300,000 coins. But, for example, a guy like maybe Night Train Lane, for example, who's 570k, he might never recover back to 570. He won't. I'm letting you know now, he will not recover back to 570. In my opinion, he'll probably sit around 350 to 400. You know, I think his price will be around 300 when the gifts open, then they'll bounce up to about 350 to 400. You're just going to see cards kind of even out. Some of these higher overall cards even out. Like, you're going to see Deontay, basically all these cards are going to drop 100k. Think about it that way. Deontay is going to be about 270, maybe even a little bit more. But a guy like Jalen Waddle's only going to be like 350 to 400 now because there's a lot more of him on the block. But there's just so many that the value is going to go down to where almost training value, so you can almost buy him and quick sell him for training, if that makes sense. Obviously, you know, some of you guys may not be following along, but I'm telling you right now, this is how it's going to go. In my opinion, that's my best guess. We'll even go to maybe Team of the Week. Team of the Week might be a little bit better of an example. Team of the Week, you guys can see these lower cards, about 350k, we can say on average. But if we look at 94 overalls, some of the better ones, let me see here. Javon Curse, not a good example. Trevor Lawrence right here. We don't see, no, we do see him. But anyways, any of these higher 94 overall cards, around 450k, they're going to plummet to about 300, 350, and they're not really going to go back up. So I'm telling you guys right now, there's two ways you should go about this. Invest your coins in gifts, or wait until 10:30. In my opinion, if you could stay on 10:30, like if you don't have anything going on Christmas morning, if you're not going with family, not doing anything until maybe like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, just hold on to all your coins, in my opinion, because you're going to be able to build a team, you're going to be able to invest. It's going to be super well worth it. But if you're like me, who has a ton of stuff going on, it's going to be a crazy day, invest it all in the gifts, because you know why? Because you're not going to be able to be on sniping those cards. You're not going to be on getting, building a new team. But you'll always have those packs, and they'll always have the same odds. So in my opinion, that's the best way to go about it. That's why I'm investing all my coins into gifts. It's a big gamble here. If it comes out, these gifts are terrible, I'm probably going to lose millions of coins. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to lose millions of coins. But if these gifts are just absolute fire, I am going to make millions of coins. I'm putting my risk and I'm putting my faith in EA, which is not a good thing to do. But in my opinion, gifts are the one thing they never really ever mess up. And I think it's going to be the same way this year. I think the gifts are even going to be more juiced. And here's my theory. So if you guys don't know, we originally weren't going to be able to quick sell these gifts. And then they came out with quick sells because a lot of people were, complaining that we weren't able to quick sell them and keep re-rolling. But they made it so low for a lot of these people chasing the presents, the player presents, that potentially these are going to be juiced out of control. I mean, that Zero Chill gift, if it is a 90 plus like I predicted and you invest a ton into that gift, you're going to be making millions upon millions of coins because you're going to hit 95s, you're going to hit 92s. I mean, those are basically double what you're putting in. So, I mean, it's really an interesting situation this year. This is probably the most pumped up I've been for gifts. Not because of what they could be in them, but just because of the amount of coins you could be making. And I think it's so significant that you guys need to take advantage of it. Again, it is a total risk. It's not a guarantee. But in my opinion, do what you can do because I think these gifts this year are going to be crazy. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on post notifications. And I'm NTG. Peace out.